The feeling on site here at the moment, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of energy.
I don't think there's been a more exciting time in this region. I don't just mean in the Tees, right? I mean of the northeast.
Really what we're trying to do collectively with our partners is create that innovation ecosystem.
It's kind of important to remove the politics out of some areas, so it shouldn't be about left or right, it should be about what's right long term for a country.
Morning. For the latest BUSINESSiQ live event, we're here at Cummins in Darlington. We're going to be talking about technology. We've got 2 MPs, 8 experts in their field, and an audience keen to know what this region is doing and what it needs to do to remain a capital of technology. Let's see how it goes.
So the event's been really interesting, really lively discussion around how we can really make a difference to people's lives.
Really important for us to build our presence here in the northeast. It is our home. So I mean, we're surrounded by tech businesses in Teesside at least, but I think also from a university perspective, we have got a great set of universities in this region
as well, especially in the world of tech. Things change so rapidly, so you need to be able to plan long term, but you also need to be kind of agile to adapt.
It's been really useful, not just to hear about the ambition and I say the innovation, but also the challenges and ways that they can be addressed.
The other key thing from today is we've been so lucky to have 2 MPs here talking to us about industry strategy, how the new government's going to be looking at things.
It's the first time in more than 40 years that a party's come into government with a pledge to have an industrial strategy in the UK. And that's really strange, because every other country in Europe and nearly all countries around the world have industrial strategies and have had them as consistent long-term vehicles for industry to invest over a long period of time. And we haven't.
If we've got inward investment sort of experts going out and say, oh, just come to the northeast for whatever, that's not particularly compelling. But if you say, do you know what, come to Tees Valley for clean energy, we've got this going on, we've got that going on, we've got this, that is a very compelling story.
One of the things we really need is what was mentioned first thing, that stability in terms of clear strategy, but also I think, and what I hope we'll see, is more devolution to the regions.
This airport will generate its income, but the great thing with seeing it'll generate income, it's the knock-on effect as well of what it's doing in terms of the jobs it's creating, the inward investment.
There's absolutely no point in pouring money into a skills pipeline if the children who we're trying to educate are returning to a house where they're having to share their room with their parents.
I think the challenge is the lack of a kind of city region. Like talked about Manchester city region, it brings in all the towns. Leeds is kind of thriving with its kind of planning, the second biggest financial service in the country, but we don't have that city. We don't want to be Newcastle city region, do we?
And also, make your voices heard as well. So it helps us all to fly the flag for local businesses as well and bring that investment into this region. And I am optimistic that if we do that, then in 200 years' time we'll be celebrating not only the 400th anniversary to the Stockton to Darlington Railway, but the 200th anniversary of the latest, most amazing innovation that Teesside gave the world.